Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Our top story this afternoon, the race for the White House. Vice presidential candidate Mike Pence feeling grateful after his plane skidded off the runway in New York last night. And Hillary Clinton campaigning for the first time with the popular First Lady. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has more.
Sovereignty. She doesn't believe it.
Hillary Clinton's lead narrowing. The latest ABC News Washington Post tracking poll finding among likely voters, 48% say they'll vote for Clinton, while 44% say they're backing Donald Trump. The Republican candidate feeling confident campaigning in Ohio last night.
And just thinking to myself right now, we should just cancel the election and just give it to Trump, right? What are we even having it for?
With just 11 days until the election, a close call on the trail. Trump's running mate Mike Pence's jet skidding off the runway in New York last night. The vice presidential candidate on GMA this morning discussing that scare, as well as the financial disparity between the two campaigns. Clinton left with more than $62 million, Trump with just $16 million.
Is it time for Mr. Trump to write that check and close the gap?
Well, he'll make that decision, but I'll tell you what, the strength of this campaign is not dollars and cents. It's really the American people who I think are rallying behind Donald Trump's message.
Clinton's message getting a big boost from First Lady Michelle Obama.
Yes, more than Barack, more than Bill. So she is absolutely ready to be commander-in-chief on day one, and yes, she happens to be a woman.
As the Democratic candidate continues on the trail today, focusing on women's rights. And Politico's reporting that Clinton has Vice President Joe Biden on her short list to be Secretary of State if she wins the presidency. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Here at home, the number of registered voters who have already cast their ballots for the general election continues to grow. As of today in Manatee County, nearly 62,000 have voted. That's out of the 231,000 plus that are registered. In Sarasota County, only about 28,500 people out of more than 300,000 registered voters have already cast their ballots. Early voting will end November 5th, and of course the election set for November 8th. Federal judge says he's satisfied Florida is trying to process applications from thousands of people who want to vote. U.S. District Judge Mark Walker holding a hearing this morning and questioned state officials about roughly 25,000 applications that have not yet been verified. Florida's Division of Elections Director testified most of the remaining applications have been sent to local election officials because those applications were incomplete. Some lack proper addresses or correct identification numbers. Others failed to check boxes that ask if they are a U.S. citizen or a convicted felon. Judge Walker extended the registration deadline from October 11th to the 18th following the disruption caused by Hurricane Matthew. During that extended period, more than 100,000 Floridians registered to vote. New at noon, the Sarasota County Fire Department wants to make sure everyone has a smoke alarm in their home. This morning, firefighters went door to door in the Kensington Park neighborhood, handing out free smoke alarms and checking those who have them to make sure they're working properly. They actually met at the site of a fatal fire earlier this week, which claimed the lives of an elderly couple and injured their adult son. One neighbor who knew the victims believes a working fire alarm in their home might have saved their lives.
Had fire alarms that were working properly, that might have made the difference. And lives is more important than property, and now we've lost two good neighbors.
Firefighters say that tragedy is a perfect opportunity to remind people of the importance of having working smoke alarms in their homes. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office has a few job openings. The department is hosting a job fair this weekend. They're looking to recruit communications operators for their Emergency Operations Bureau. It takes place tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Anyone interested should come by their center on Porter Way in Sarasota. Plan to spend at least 2 hours there during the process. Job seekers can find an application online at sarasotasheriff.org and bring their completed copy with them tomorrow. And the weekend is almost here. Meteorologist John Scalzi is here with a look at our weather today, and pretty nice so far.
Great, beautiful.
More clouds, maybe?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
More clouds, thicker clouds, but still far, no rain-producing clouds, so we're still good there. But it's still warm.
Yeah.
86 degrees yesterday. We'll probably hit 86 degrees again today, and dew points are still manageable, but I mean, it's just starting to getting a little steamy in the afternoon. I've had to turn on the AC again.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just going to say we're not 91.
Nope.
So that's a good thing. I'm trying to find some positive here.
We're not dew point in the 70s either.
Yeah,
so
that's
we're heading in the right direction. We need another front to come through here,
Yes,
actually,
we
with
do.
another blast of cooler air. But it's not in the 7-day forecast anyway. We have on our Lakewood Ranch webcam put into motion some pretty decent weather out there. We're looking at a little bit of fair weather cloudiness coming by from time to time, but nothing that's going to create any issues for us. We'll continue to see these clouds that will from time to time give the sky a very milky appearance, and some lower level clouds coming in at actually the opposite direction from east to west. But as you saw on radar, nothing that'll produce rain showers. Only a 10% chance of an isolated drop of rain. Other than that, everything looks on track to be another warm one with a daytime high in the mid-80s. Back to you, Scott.
All right, John, thank you. Manatee County is one step closer to getting more affordable housing and more options for buying groceries. An advisory board is recommending a developer's plan to build a new store and more housing where the mini L. Rogers Plaza was set to be built. The property is at the corner of 1st Street and 13th Avenue West. According to the Bradenton Herald, Beneficial Communities wants to build a grocery store and 90 housing units there. City Council will have the final say in the proposal. The developer has until the end of January to apply for the $15 million it needs in tax credits to make that project happen. ABC 7 business commentator Jeff Stern joins us now with a look at the day on Wall Street. And Jeff, with some good corporate earnings this week, how is the third quarter GDP looking at this point?
Scott, you're correct. Over the last couple of weeks, corporations have been strong. Numbers have been out, for the most part, positive, which is good. This morning, GDP, 2.9% growth of the economy for the third quarter. That's great. As we know, the first quarter was pretty weak. That should give Janet Yellen a little more oomph, to raise the rates in December. We'll see. And it's National Chocolate Day, so we have to talk about Hershey. Their numbers came out positive as well. The stock's trading at about $100, up 5% today. What a good day to be positive for Hershey. Well, this morning I woke up and the futures were up, so let's see how we're currently trading. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is 18,229, up almost 60 points, over 1/4%, while the Nasdaq's trading at 5,221, up 5 points, 0.10%, while the S&P 2,137, up 5 points, 1/4% as well.
Jeff, I understand Amazon fell short of earnings, but how was Google's third quarter looking?
Scott, that's right. They still were profitable, but not as much as they should have been for Amazon, so trading down about 5%. Let's get to the positive. Google is up 20% in their sales, $22.45 billion for their core business, which is their online advertising. Other business products aren't doing as well. Their moonshot efforts, $865 million they lost in the last quarter. They put the brakes on their fiber, high-speed internet. They're really going to look into the wireless sector. Other revenues come from their cloud, hardware, apps. That's up 39%, another $24 billion. Nest, their home services, as well as their self-driving cars. Making progress, they say. Google's trading around 811, it's up 2% for the day. Scott, we know there are new phones out there with the Pixel, so we'll see how that goes. I'll be waiting for mine.
Okay. Good to be Google these days, that's for sure. Jeff, thank you so much.
Have a great weekend,
You
Scott.
too. Taste of Manatee organizers canceling the upcoming event. The Rotary Club of West Bradenton says a lack of volunteers and questions over the profitability of that event caused them to cancel it for this year. Instead, they'll take the time to focus on moving and rebranding the event for next year. The Del Couch Music Education Foundation will now partner with the club to host Taste of Manatee. Organizers are also looking at moving it to the University of South Florida Sarasota Manatee campus in the future. But you can check out another food event happening this week. Sarasota's Eat Local Week is currently underway. This is an annual foodie event that features restaurants and local organizations showcasing all things healthy. There will be farm and garden tours, workshops, and interactive activities. This year's theme is Food Changes Everything. It takes place throughout the weekend and ends October 30th. This is the 6th year of Eat Local Week. And we're continuing our special coverage of the Suncoast 2037. We're looking into all of the exciting goals that Suncoast businesses and organizations have in mind for the next 20 years and the issues our community will face in the future. One popular event is Hunsader Farms Pumpkin Festival. Organizers say they hope to have at least 5 more Boardwalk Eats and Sweets booths in the coming years. They also hope to double its growth and popularity in the community and draw an even larger and more diverse crowd from all over the country.
Well, we'll probably have about 4 or 5 more booths, and I can just probably see double of what's out here right now, just because it's, you know, it's a little off the beaten path, but once people really start to hear about it, and like we actually just had a lady earlier, she came in and she actually found it on her plane trip in from New York.
The festival wraps up this weekend. Admission is $10 for adults. Kids 12 and under are free. It's lunchtime, so let's check in now with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, who joins us live today from Cafe Barboso in Sarasota. Judy, tell us more.
I have to tell you, this is one of the best places that is open this year. Cafe Barboso is this stylish, artistic, comfortable neighborhood place that has an uptick of peasant Italian food. I get giddy when I come here, and you will too when you spend the hour with us. You're going to get to meet the amazing chef Joe DiMaggio, who has brought this to the table. I mean, we're talking things like giant Kobe meatballs with ricotta and pork chops with vinegar. I feel like I'm in Jersey and New York, but I'm right here in Sarasota. Stay with me throughout the hours. We come here from Cafe Barboso right out on Clark Road.
These are our heroes. They have sacrificed so much to serve our country. And now Granny Nannies is truly honored to serve them. We're here and we're ready to help. Call us today.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing, complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation, and everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts, and 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve. Compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most. At home. Visit us at GrannyNannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC 7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, we're looking at temperatures that are very warm, 84 degrees, and the dew point at 65 is still okay, still comfortable enough. We have a lot of sunshine out there, but we also have some thicker clouds around as well, lower level and upper level clouds. And you may say to yourself, well, where's the rain then? Well, you're just not going to get it, because even though the clouds are a little bit thicker today, they're still in a very thin layer of the atmosphere, and there's dry air aloft and below it, and there's no kicker in the atmosphere to get things going. East-northeast wind coming in at about 16. Will be breezy again this afternoon. 80 degrees in Wauchula, Arcadia, Myakka Parish, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, and in Northport currently. 81 degrees in Venice, 79 degrees in Inglewood, 84 in Punta Gorda, and Logbook comes in at 79 degrees. So the clouds are very visible on our satellite imagery here. There are plenty of them around, some of them thick at times. These clouds will continue on throughout the day today and into tomorrow. There's an old boundary down to the south of us helping to produce some of this cloud layer. And the high pressure ridge located just to the north is helping to suppress any kind of rain shower chances and also to kick up our wind speeds out of the northeast. If we get any rainfall today, it will likely not be from those clouds that you just saw on the satellite imagery. They will be rather from rain showers that may develop along the eastern seaboard and be transported across the peninsula by those strong northeast winds, even though right now I don't see a lot of activity, except in the very southern tip where I mentioned there's a old boundary down there, a little trough of low pressure. High pressure is the dominant feature throughout the deep south, but we do have some showers in progress in the northeast. In fact, we have some snow showers, some of it pretty heavy in parts of Maine, looking as particularly in the highlands of Maine, where they could get an 8-inch snowfall along the coastline, getting periods of some very heavy cold rain there. So if you're traveling to Portland or Kennebunkport or whatever, you could have some airport delays or certainly some travel delays on some of those roads. And then back to the west in California, combination of tropical moisture and a low-level area of low pressure moving onshore, creating the potential for some flooding rains here as well. Anywhere from Salt Lake City all the way down to San Diego, actually, there could be some issues with some localized flooding. There's a draped area of low pressure with a high pressure ridge above it in the mid sections of the country. That high pressure ridge builds in and leaves us with a high pressure all the way through the weekend. And consequently, the winds around that high pressure, bringing us that northeasterly wind flow, that's going to continue. It's going to continue and bring us a couple of things. One, it's going to bring us a chance at rain showers, even though it's a very small chance, mostly in inland areas, of transporting some showers from the other coast into our region. And it's going to bring us some gusty winds that create actually small craft conditions about 20 nautical miles and further out. Below criteria for issuing a small craft advisory nearer to shore, but still, that's not to say it's going to be smooth sailing out there. It's a pretty good wind that's going to blow, and it'll bring you a moderate chop in 2 to 3 foot seas. Those wind conditions will improve as we head into Sunday, but Saturday they'll still be elevated. Forecast calls for about a 10% rain chance for the next couple of days. The wind's starting to die down the second half of the day on Sunday, and so far Halloween looks great with dry conditions prevailing, although it may be just a little on the warm side. Back to you, Scott.
All right, John, thank you. Topping health news today, a court awards a California woman more than $70 million after she sued Johnson & Johnson, claiming the products gave her ovarian cancer. According to the woman, she had been using the company's baby powder for years, which led to her getting the cancer. But no link has been found between ovarian cancer and talc, which is used in the baby powder. The suit accused the company of negligent conduct, but Johnson & Johnson promises to file an appeal. Toys R Us will be paying special attention to its autism customers next month. The UK branches of the retail toy giant will be holding a quiet hour. It's aimed at parents and caregivers of autistic children. There will be no store music, and autism-friendly signs will be posted. Things like artificial lighting and loud noises can cause anxiety and even pain in some autistic children. The quiet hour will be taking place on November 6th. The Toys R Us stores here in the United States, though, will not be participating. In the spirit of Halloween, you're likely to get scared and scream, but how do screams really scare us? According to recent research by the American Journal of Human Genetics, screams target a special acoustic sweet spot in our brain that's designed to snap us to attention to possible danger. There are 6 types of screams, actually. There's fear, pain, anger, surprise, or being startled or excited. Psychologists call it our natural alarm system. More research is needed to suggest this finding, but it is something to think about if you're planning to check out some haunted houses or spooky events this weekend. Coming up next, we're going to meet our pet of the week, and then later,
He just said that he was tired of Donald Trump.
But first, it's the man who used a pickaxe on Donald Trump's Hollywood star, why he says he did it. And then, whoever knew that a bachelor party could be so pet-friendly, how a few guys are making these puppies the most popular bunch on social media.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Your home is the largest investment you have. So when you're looking for furniture, window treatments, and accessories, from America's top brands like Henredon, American Leather, and Hunter Douglas, the only place you need to go is Bacon's. Quality, service, price. Bacon's Furniture and Design, Sarasota.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku. Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Time now to meet our pet of the week. She's a fun-loving dog who's looking for a good friend. John joins the founder of Dante's Den and host of Animal Outtakes, Marsha Panucci. Tell us more about Puma. Hey guys.
Yeah, beautiful dog. Is very friendly, very relaxed actually. Sometimes these cameras that move around in the studio kind of freak animals out, but this beauty here, she not bothered at all.
No, she's not. You notice that she has her pink collar on and her pink leash for the breast cancer awareness for October. But in addition to that, she is just a very, very loving 4-year-old, John. She is full of love. She's full of activity, but you can see she's very well behaved. She knows some simple commands, but she loves her tummy rubbed.
Oh, bless her heart.
And when you get done with that, perhaps you could do her ears. And she loves that also. She loves to ride in cars, and she just loves people and animals. I mean, you talk about a perfect dog to have in your household. This is it. She wants to love, she wants to be loved, and she wants to give it. So we've got a great black and tan shepherd mix here. A little bit on the smaller side, about 38 pounds, maybe 40 pounds right now, and the most gorgeous brown eyes you have ever seen.
Beautiful, soulful eyes. Really a gorgeous dog, and you can tell that this is a dog that seems to be have been taken well care of.
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, the people that had her could no longer take care of her, and you know, this happens oh so very often. But you know, when they get a good home and they get a great lap to sit in,
That's
John,
right.
It doesn't get any better than that.
That's right. What a sweet, sweet dog too.
She's a good walker.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we walked her outside right before we came into the studio, and she was right beside us, and she was sniffing, but she listened to everything that we said. So we were very impressed. She's just that perfect dog.
Oh, you can tell some animals are a little bit skittish, a little bit on the high anxiety side.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
other dogs, like this one here, has just got a stillness within them that makes them
Yeah.
a beautiful house.
They're a little bit more confident. They're just respectful of everything around them.
Yep.
And of course, you know, as you have pointed out many times, the cameras start moving around here, and some of the dogs that we bring in, it's chaos. And
Wow.
here she is, just looking for her best angle.
And you have her out at the, she's at the Humane Society?
Yes, she is. She's at the Humane Society of Sarasota County, where you can call 941-955-4131, and Puma will be waiting. She's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Great dog. Thank you very much, Marcia. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
Back to you, Scott.
All right, we hope Puma finds a good home very soon. Thank you both. Another pair of dogs are making some national headlines. It's all coming from a bachelor party photo that has gone viral. Amy Robach has the story.
When you think bachelor party, puppies probably aren't the first thing that come to mind.
Our beer fund quickly turned into a puppy food fund.
It all started when these men took a trip down to Tennessee for Mitch Craddock's bachelor party. Suddenly, a stranger crashed their party.
We're cooking bacon in the cabin that we're staying in with the front door wide open. And next thing you know, we look over and there's a dog sitting at our front door.
Those eyes stealing their hearts. Annie needed their help.
She just looked very skinny and you could see all her ribs, and she was definitely sniffing the bacon pretty good.
After nurturing Annie back to health, the men noticed she kept guarding this spot in the woods.
We saw a hole, but there was just one puppy with its head out.
So they started digging the puppy out, and one after another, they pulled out 7 little puppies, all covered in dirt and fleas. Their hearts melted. The men taking the little ones inside for baths and brotherly love.
8 dogs, 8 guys going back to Michigan.
That's Amy Robach reporting. All 8 dogs will live just about 5 miles from each other with family and friends. Let's get back now to Chef Judy. She's joining us today from Cafe Barboso in Sarasota. Hi, Judy.
I have to tell you, Scott, I can't wait. I have my fork and I'm ready. But I'll wait a few minutes because I need to introduce you to my friend and great talent, Chef Joe DiMaggio Jr.
Hello, love. How are you?
It's great to see you again. Joe, tell us your theme of this restaurant and how you brought it here to Sarasota.
Well, I wanted to do something very casual without being pretentious, minimalistic cooking, my grandmother's recipes, right? So one grandmother is from Isola della Femmina, the island of women in Sicily, and the other one's from Lake Como. So we combined the peasantry of both areas into one cuisine here. And we have probably, 30, 40 items on the menu, but specials every day. We created a fun environment. We don't take ourselves seriously. Barboso, Frankie Bumps. Great guy.
Seriously.
And so we wanted to combine a more of an entertainment type place, right? We have live artists, painting every night. We have music twice a month, Wednesdays. We have happy hour from 4 to 6:30. We created an innate sensibility of food. We don't, like I said, we don't take ourselves seriously, we take food seriously.
And I think that's so well put. And I have to compliment you because some of this artwork is your very own. You're a man of both culinary arts and art with the paint.
Right, I try. I'm in no league of my colleagues here, but I do paint. And I love giving artists a venue that no gallery would ever give them a shot.
Right.
And we don't take advantage of them. Galleries take 50, 60% of the artist's work, right? So we feed them.
I was just going to say, and you feed them because they keep saying, oh no, that was my favorite dish. Oh, this one made me cry. Oh, this one made me, everybody's got their story about Cafe Barboso, and I know John Scalzi must be very jealous.
Yes,
because he loves us. Well, stay with us, and John, you stay with us too, because we're coming back and Joe's going to talk about what's on the table. My lunch indeed.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you. Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify. Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy? Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View. Halloween is taking over the Suncoast. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. It's our Halloween show. We've got adorable Halloween costumes for babies, plus the great costumes we'll all be wearing. Boylan Sauce Company joins us with a scary good hot sauce to make any party, plus how to keep your pets safe on Halloween. And Michael's on East will join us with a scary treat in the kitchen.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 15th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. Watch live cooking demonstrations from local chefs and take part in a silent auction to bid on creative prize packages that will delight any foodie or wine connoisseur. The event will feature live music by Kettle of Fish. There's free parking, and all proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. Don't miss this year's Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Los Angeles police arrest a man they say used a pickaxe to destroy Donald Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Video captured by a Hollywood camera crew shows Jamie Otis using that pickaxe to hack away at the star on Wednesday. Otis is actually a street performer who dressed up as a construction worker for this vandalism, and he says he had a very good reason for attacking the sidewalk tribute to Trump.
I had 4 or 5 family members sexually assaulted. I'm terribly upset that we have a presidential nominee who's become sort of the poster child for sexual violence. I'm going to sell these. I'm going to raise money to give to the women who have been sexually assaulted by Mr. Trump.
Otis is facing a felony vandalism charge. He says he'll gladly pay for the repairs. Trump's star was dedicated in recognition of his work on NBC's The Apprentice. And it should come as no surprise that Trump and Hillary Clinton masks are among the top sellers for Halloween. That's great news for stores like Party City. As a matter of fact, there's more demand for Trump costumes, but to be fair, Party City's president says there was demand for Trump even before he ran for president. Last month, the retailer hired 35,000 seasonal employees to handle the heavy costume demands. I'm sure it's one you'll see often on Halloween. Here to tell us more about our forecast this weekend, meteorologist John Scalzi. Do you dress up on Halloween, John?
No. I don't. I pray, though, that we get kids to come to the door because I always end up with like 3-4 bags of candy in our house.
I know, it's just too much. I bring it to work here.
Yeah, I do too, yeah. and then I try to stay out of it. I try. We have across our area some cloud cover out there today, but don't worry, there's still plenty of dry conditions despite the clouds, so plenty of time to get to the store and get those bags of candy ready for our trick-or-treaters. I got good news about Halloween, I think, in terms of the weather. We're looking at pretty much rain-free conditions across the entire state. Well, not the entire state. Southern tip still has higher moisture content and are seeing some scattered showers. In fact, all day long, they've seen a few scattered showers down in the southern tip of the state. For today, look for a warm one. Daytime highs topping out in the mid-80s, and that little teeny slight chance of a shower will be mostly in the form of drizzle or sprinkles in inland areas, if you see any at all, and it probably won't. So we'll take a look at the forecast for the weekend and for Halloween as well, coming up in just a few. Scott.
John, thank you. City of Sarasota will be celebrating the reopening of one of its most popular golf courses this weekend. The American Course will reopen tomorrow during the 45th annual Men's Better Ball Championship at the Bobby Jones Golf Club. The golf course closed this past June, so new lush greens could be installed. To celebrate the grand opening, there will be special rates for golfers all weekend on both the American and British courses. The Men's Better Ball Championship will be taking place all weekend at Bobby Jones. Preps are nearly complete at Wrigley Field for Game 3 of the World Series. The Cubs hosting the Cleveland Indians tonight, and Chicago is buzzing with excitement. This will be the first time Wrigley has hosted a World Series game since 1945. Karen Kafa has the story.
You can't blame Wrigley Field for getting spruced up for tonight.
We got Chicago in this first World Series since 1945. There's no other feeling like it.
Yep, the last World Series game here, October 10th, 1945. Wrigley didn't even have lights. The Dodgers and Giants still belong to New York, and among today's other major league parks, only Boston's Fenway stood. Chicago was on the losing end. So the fans' anticipation of tonight is not lost on the players.
It's just as exciting for us as it is them because, you know, this is something that we want to be a part of as well.
Baseball has brought frustration to both lakefront cities. Cleveland hasn't won a World Series since 1948, but the Cubs' last win, 1908, 108 years ago. So whether you just got on the Cubs bandwagon, like tiny twins Addison and Clark, named for the famous stadium intersection, or you're a longtime dreamer like Loretta Dolan at age 102,
I certainly hope they win.
tonight brings a major event. The festive spirit that started with the pennant win Saturday has carried through the week.
I think I'm still in shock. I really am. A lot of crying, a lot of hugging.
The enthusiasm dampened a little by a Game 1 loss, but buoyed by a win in Game 2. Now, Game 3, decades in the making.
I have faith. No matter what, I've never given up.
The 2016 Cubs bringing the Fall Classic home to Wrigley, finally.
Karen Kafa reporting, and again, the series tied 1 game each. Let's get back now to lunch with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher. She has a table full of delicious food in front of you there. Judy, it looks so good there at Cafe Barboso in Sarasota.
Oh, Scott, I wish you could join me for lunch. It is fantastic. And Chef Joe DiMaggio Jr., let's just start out with the giant meatball on the table.
Absolutely. This is Grandma's meatballs with ricotta impostada, Sunday sauce, right? Amazing.
Kobe beef, right?
Kobe beef meatball. Woo. This is a lamb shank over cheesy polenta. Demi. This is a rigatoni with broccoli and a nutmeg cream sauce and charred mozzarella on top. Ooh. Seafood salad. This is wild Gulf prawns in a bourguignon butter. Eggs in purgatory.
Which, that's how we first met. We bonded over each other over eggs in purgatory.
Right. Firenze goat cheese pizza with caramelized onions and the ultimate pork chops, vinegar, peppers, and potatoes. This is a must for wise guys going to jail. They have to have this before they go to jail.
That's kind of their, okay.
Yeah,
I was
the
just bringing it
prerequisite.
home for my son, but I hope that doesn't mean
No, he ain't
anything
going anywhere.
foreshadowing.
Right. Then we have a 10-layer ultimate eggplant. That is ridiculous.
I've had it. It is just wrong. It's so good.
Stupid. And then this is the ultimate veal parm. I mean, look at the size of that.
Totally pounded thin,
Perfect.
all that sauce and
lightly.
cheese. Yeah, baby.
Mozzarella Sunday sauce. And then this is a wild salmon with a herb crust and tarragon beurre blanc, lemon roasted potatoes, and tarragon carrots. Just
And it's healthy.
Oh yeah, there's nothing, this is all minimalistic cooking. So nothing has more than maybe 4, 5, or 6 ingredients.
Right, exactly. You know, and the other day on the Suncoast View, we featured our favorite new restaurants, and obviously you were one. And you had the chopped salad with meatballs on top. I said,
Right.
That's a low-carb eater's dream, isn't it?
Amazing dish. Amazing.
Now, do you eat yourself here? Do you make yourself a little something, and what would you eat?
I do. I mean, I love, the eggs in purgatory.
Yeah.
I love the chopped lobster with angel hair and spinach.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You've had that. And, I try and eat, healthy. But that's how we cook.
Yeah.
We don't really have a lot of heavy-duty carbs. I mean, a lot of our dishes, too, are gluten-free.
You gotta love that, and so many people ask me that. Joe, thank you so much, but
Pleasure.
don't go anywhere. I have Nona's dessert
Absolutely.
coming up in just a few minutes, and I may have fork to tuck in right now.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
This week is wild with Mustang rescues.
So this is not for the weak in pocketbook,
No,
as they
it's
might
not.
say.
And the nosy Cotamundi.
Look at the nose. The nose is amazing to me. Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC7.
The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
Warm temperatures for you this afternoon, 84 degrees already with a dew point of 65. Got a mix of sun and clouds out there, but a fair amount of cloud cover as well. 81 degrees, Wauchula, Arcadia, Myakka at 80, 81's in Bradenton, Parrish, Lakewood Ranch, Northport. 82 degrees in Venice, 80 in Inglewood and at Longboat Key. Lot of cloud cover across the peninsula today. We have a very active trough down to the south producing rain showers all day long. Plus, we have high pressure building in, a general wind flow aloft out of the southwest and northeast that's producing all of the cloud cover that you see. Locally, things are very quiet, nothing on radar, so the cloud cover that you see is a pretty thin layer of cirrus clouds across the region. We have some lower level clouds as well, like we have had over the last several days, brought in by a general northeasterly wind at the surface and in the boundary layer. High pressure to the north of us builds in as it does so. One low pressure area exits after producing probably 8 inches of snowfall later this afternoon in the highlands of Maine. And an area of tropical moisture combined with a Pacific low pressure center moving onshore in California, producing some fairly heavy rainfall in places there. High pressure builds south. The low scoots off toward Canada, and we are under the influence of that high-pressure ridge right straight through the weekend and most of next week as well. Northeasterly wind flow is breezy today. It'll be breezy tomorrow as well, boaters. So I know you had a rough go of it this week. It'll probably start to ease up, lighten up, and become more conducive to boating as we head into second half of Sunday, and maybe all day Sunday. Keep current on those forecasts as we evolve it through the weekend. Sunny, cloud mix, Look for a warm trend to continue with daytime high temperatures running around 3-4 degrees above average and breezy conditions certainly for today and tomorrow. And while nearshore waters will be below small craft advisory criteria, as you head further offshore, 20 nautical miles or so, it's going to get a little rougher. Looking at the RPM computer model, you can see the cloud cover around. You can see how it wants to bring a shower or two across from the other coastline. It's going to have a hard time doing that, though. That's why I put the rain chance at only about 10% or so. The clouds will be with us throughout the week. Not much in the way of a thunderstorm risk for us for the next couple of days. That's back to the west. We remain pretty quiet with regards to that. Tropics look good. Nothing here that causes us any concern. Nothing that looks like it's going to develop within the next 5 days or so. Northeast wind at 15, moderate chop, 2 to 3 foot seas, and the forecast calls for a dry Halloween, although a little bit on the warm side. Scott?
John, thank you. And as the weather cools down, kind of, the entertainment heats up. ABC 7's Linda Carson shows us what we can expect this weekend in the Suncoast scene.
Beware! Elephants and camels are visiting the Suncoast this weekend. Not ordinary elephants and camels. These are circus stars. The Saib Shrine presents Garden Brothers Circus. It's going to be at Robarts Arena October 28th through the 30th. Come down and meet Bonnie and Libby in person.
It's 3 rings of fun all in one ring. It's a one-ring circus, but it has every element of a 3-ring circus.
It also stars camels. And these 5 camels are stars of the show. No, these guys, oh, a kiss! They don't work for peanuts, they work for Ritz crackers. And it's not just animals.
The motorcycles in the globe, there's the ladies on Lyra in the hammock, and the Chinese doing the Chinese poles and the bungee, and we have awesome clowns. The clowns are the #1 reason to come.
And the Stephen Sondheim musical Assassins opens at the Manatee Performing Arts Center this weekend. It's about assassins who killed or tried to kill U.S. presidents.
We have several different presidential assassins and attempted assassins of different eras all come together and interact in a story that kind of tries to delve into the minds of each of them and why they did what they did.
Well, the music reflects the era in which the assassin or attempted assassin existed.
Assassins through November 13th. After 28 years, the Verdi cycle is over after bringing the Sarasota Opera international fame. And now, starting Friday night, they are beginning a whole new season of firsts.
We begin with an opera that has not been done in this theater by our company, and that's Don Pasquale by the composer Donizetti, one of the great comic operas of the 1800s.
And the 20th annual Giving Hunger the Blues is Sunday from noon until 9 p.m. And this year, for the first time, it's going to be at the Van Wezel. There'll be live music on 3 different stages.
The talent lineup is just an amazing mix of music types and genres, all local talent.
And be sure to bring along a blanket or a lawn chair so you can sit back and enjoy. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. There are many Halloween activities going on this weekend on the Suncoast as well, starting tonight with the annual Suncoast Trunk or Treat. There will be games and bounce houses, a haunted house, even a special moonlight movie screening. It all takes place at the Robert L. Taylor Community Complex in Sarasota, also outside on the new multi-purpose field there. Trick-or-treating on site begins at 5:30, and the family-friendly movie Goosebumps will start showing at 7. In Lakewood Ranch, a 10th annual Boo Fest kicks off tonight on Main Street. The festival will run from 6 to 9 o'clock and is free to attend. There will be haunted mini golf, a spectacular dark maze. Kids are encouraged to dress up in their Halloween costumes, and this year's theme is the Wizard of Oz. In Manatee County as well, the Bradenton Farmers Market will host a Halloween pet costume contest and parade. That parade will start on Old Main Street in downtown Bradenton. People are encouraged to dress themselves and their pets in the best Halloween get-ups. It takes place tomorrow morning starting at 10:30. Sounds like fun. And we'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Fit for $149 or Civic just $169 with no down payment. That's GoWildHonda.com. or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Come experience the precision, performance, and power of the Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort, gizmos, and gadgets you'd find in a luxury vehicle. And right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Your home is the largest investment you have. So when you're looking for furniture, window treatments, and accessories from America's top brands like Henredon, American Leather, and Hunter Douglas, the only place you need to go is Bacon's. Quality, service, price. Bacon's Furniture and Design, Sarasota.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology.
And focus on the Suncoast.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you. Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Accord or CR-V for $179 with no down payment. Your choice, just $179. That's GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Joe, go, dessert.
This is a berry cobbler, wild berry cobbler, with vanilla bean ice cream. It's an aphrodisiac. It works in about 30 minutes. That's how we change the seats really fast.
I gotcha. Okay, I'm going in.
Go. And then this is my Northern Italian grandmother's toasted almond tiramisu with Francelica. You just want to go like...
Oh, you just want to take a shower in it. Wait, there's one more. Talk about this.
This is the ultimate chocolate egg cream, right? Is that stupid? Like ridiculous.
Like beyond. But you know what? Maybe I just better have a little bit of this and wait for my husband to get home from work.
Look at that.
Joe,
hot.
it's been such a great time with you.
Thank
Love
you,
you, my friend. Cafe Barboso, you better come soon.
Make reservations and mention Frankie Bumps.
It's going back to you guys. I can't stop eating the aphrodisiacs.
Frankie Bumps, we got to remember that. All right, Judy, thank you so much. Jerry Seinfeld is coming to Clearwater. The comedian will be performing a stand-up routine at Ruth Eckerd Hall. The shows are set now for January 26th and the 27th. Multiple shows. Tickets are available starting today at Ruth Eckerd Hall. Harry Potter fans get ready to say aw. An Illinois-based photographer snapped these photos of her 5-month-old daughter sporting a rounded black spectacles, a Gryffindor scarf, and an ash wand. Her mother says she's been a Harry Potter fan since she was 10 years old and wanted to make sure she shared the Wizarding World with her daughter as well. She adds that she plans on taking her daughter to Universal Orlando's Wizarding World next year when she turns 1 year old. She's already ready. Finally, this afternoon, a Burger King in New York is getting into the Halloween spirit by dressing up as its arch rival, the restaurant with the arches, McDonald's. Staff at the Queens location covered the entire restaurant with a giant white sheet and spray painted McDonald's on it. They even cut out holes to make them look like eyes. The stunt was actually a prank. They posted a sign out front that just says, "Boo, just kidding. We still flame grill our burgers. Happy Halloween." No word yet if McDonald's is planning to maybe get back at them for that. I think it's pretty clever.
It's very clever. I bet the lawyers looked over that one with a fine-tooth comb.
Or maybe they are now.
Maybe they are now. Pretty nice weather this weekend, I think. I'm going to get out there, try to get some outdoor time in this weekend. We'll have a little bit of cloud cover, but the mornings will start off very pleasant indeed. So will the evenings. If you want to get out there, take a little walk or stroll or run or play some golf or play some tennis or whatever you want to do, the weather will cooperate. No rain in the forecast. Exactly.
All the above, yeah.
Hopefully.
John, thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon ahead. We invite you back at 5 o'clock for more news and weather. Until then, have a great day, everyone.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.